Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. It's your girl, Star Flames, and we're back with another banging video. In this video, guys, we're gonna talk about Ye making outrageous claims about his wife, Biancacensori West. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because, as you guys know, Ye has been going on with a lot on social media, and he has released some new music. No, a lot of his, lyrics in the music that he has released, they have been deemed as so outrageous that he has been getting banned off streaming platforms. Most recently, he has released Hail Hitler, and it is said that the song is getting banned across all major platforms. Now, what is drawing people's attention to this song is not just some things or some lyrics that he has in it that many people believe is hateful or outrageous, but rather a statement that he made, which is suggesting that this is the lifestyle that he has his wife living. And he talks about CUCK. So in the song, he basically admits that he gets turned on by watching other men doing stuff to his wife. And many people have been reacting to it. Many media outlets, they are also reporting on this. Now, he has been swinging that word around a lot since of lately, and as such, I definitely believe that that is the message that he's sending. He has been saying a lot of those stuff recently. Now, if you guys can also remember, Ye has filed a lawsuit against his dentist. Well, he has basically submitted a discovery. So in the discovery is telling the dentist not to destroy any medical records and to turn over all of them because it is within his intention to file the lawsuit. Now, what I'm saying is that in that, Yeezy press release that they revealed to us, the public, because remember when they, sent out that press release, in it, he did say that because of his nitrous oxide usage, he has been really horrible and unpleasant to his wife, Biancacensori. Now that this is coming out where he's basically openly saying that he loves to watch other men smash his wife, it is really something that has you wondering, could this be another part of the nitrous oxide usage, or has this always been who Ye is and what he's about, but now he's just being unapologetic about it and is just coming up bold about it? Because we really have to ask these questions because there's so many things coming out about Ye. It has a lot of people wondering, like, who is this man? Where was he? Where is he coming from? Now, some things Amber Rose did say to us, like, for example, he loves when other men fantasizes about the woman that he's with. That is one thing, because I believe that while that can be seen as something that most men really likes when other men gushes over their woman, but to watch a man being intimate with your woman, it is something that is very shocking. And especially in this day and age, knowing that after Cassie revealed everything that Diddy did to him, and we see Ye defending Diddy, now people are wondering, could this be something that Ye and Diddy has been doing to women all these times? And the thing is, because Ye is so unhinged, you can't even defend him and say he would never do such a thing, because you might be here defending him today, saying that he would never do such a thing, and then tomorrow he'll go on Twitter and say, yes, what is so wrong with hugging the staff inappropriately? What is so wrong with wanting to smash the staff? And effing your staff is the best F ever that you'll ever get, or effing the staff is the best, kitty cat he has ever gotten. So I'm just saying, there's no defending this man at this point in time, because every time someone tries to defend him, or see things for what they are, he tries to up the ante. No one is, unleashing violence on Ye. Ye is the one who is unleashing violence on Ye at this point in time. And as such, it is so questionable as to, even if that is your personal lifestyle, that's your preference. Because if the guy likes what he likes what he likes, right? But the question is, being a father and knowing that your kids are Nepo baby, they're on social media a lot, because Kim can tell us that, she monitors everything, she controls everything. BS. We know that is not true. She would like us to believe it's true, but we've seen enough to know that the kids are heavily on social media. And as such, the kids are going to see this. And I don't think that you should be putting this stuff out there for his kids or anyone else's kids to consume, because it's just not healthy. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to be putting out there. And, it really has you wondering, okay, that is what he likes. Does Bianca like it as well? Is Bianca into these things as well? Because while Bianca might be an exhibitionist, does it mean that she loves to be treated in such a manner, being smashed by random men for the pleasure of her husband? Does she get her kinks this way? Is she Ye's equal this way? Because the girl isn't talking, so we really don't know. And I think that it would be unfair of us to assume that she's been held hostage against her will, even though we've heard that before. But judging from her family, I find it hard to believe that she's been held hostage against her will, unless it's the case that she's been held hostage and her family have been doing their little behind the scenes intervention, and their behind the scenes intervention is not working, and they're like, you know what, we're tired and we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, because here we are, we're trying to save you from this mess, but evidently we can't save you and we don't know what else to do. Could this be what is going on? And if so, why isn't it that, they haven't used other divine interventions to intervene in this? So as such, I know that her family is not stupid, being that they have mafia ties. I know that if Bianca, or let me say rather, I would hope that if Bianca is in a position where she's not safe or she's being forced to do things against her will, she would know how to reach out for help and, escape that environment. But if she's there, automatically, we're going to assume the girl is down for it. She is into it. She is living that type of lifestyle. Or could it be that Ye has her on drug and is giving her nitrous oxide just the same? Could she be a nitrous oxide addict? I have to ask, because who sends around and watch their husband get loaded on nitrous oxide repeatedly and not do anything? Who sends around and watch canisters of nitrous oxide being delivered to their home for their husband usage and not intervene or say anything? You really have to wonder, is Bianca about this lifestyle as well? Now, I know that people are so protective of Ye that many people would want to step in and say, you know what, it could be Bianca who introduced Ye to this type of lifestyle. Absolutely not. And the reason why I'm able to say absolutely not is because Ye has always been vocal about his addiction. He has suffered with addiction in the past, long before biancacensori. So this, today, what is going on with him is nothing new. But it seems as though, and while it's not new, it is taking a toll on Ye. And when I say a toll, it's taking quite a toll on him. And it seems as though this is what is really taking him down. Because what we've heard so far is that, based on what he shared also in that press release, that the nitrous oxide usage, it has caused and left him with permanent brain damage. So as such, he has an addiction, he has a problem, But he has to realize that, okay, you've done stuff in the past, but this one has really made a number on you, and there's no coming back from it. So the question here is, why do people around him consistently tolerate this kind of content being put out there? And if it's his lifestyle, because you cannot tell a person how to live their life. We may not be for it. We can be against it. But at the end of the day, whether we love to love it or love to hate it, it is his life. It is his choice. But the question is Bianca up to this? Is she a willing participant? You know? And if this is his lifestyle choice and his preference, why does he have to be putting this out there knowing that he has such a strong fan base and a fan base from different age groups? And a lot of the minors are coming up to listen to Ye. They want to hear what Ye has to say. I remember when Ye was getting canceled by the Jewish community, there was a young little boy who was saying that he loves Kanye West and he has no hatred towards Kanye West. But now, based on what he has been doing and based on all that horrible behavior, he has proven himself to be quite a disappointment to that little boy. Because when that little boy, entire Jewish community turned against Ye, he was there lobbying for Ye, rooting for Ye. And now Ye has rewarded that little boy with a slap in the face as a thank you. Now, I definitely understand that as artists, when an artist starts out, initially they wanted to focus on their craft, sharing what they're passionate about with the public. And sharing their passion should start with what they want to share as it relates to the music. But how Ye started with the music and how it is going, it is expected to some extent. But what is not understandable, because remember, as an artist, you're going to evolve. You can't be complacent. And if you truly, really, really have grown, you're going to evolve and it's going to come out in your music. But the thing is, with Ye, this is not a evolution. It's more like a rebellion, a cry for attention, a cry for help. But the thing is, while he's crying for attention and crying for help, he is hurting a lot of people in the process. And the people that he's hurting the most are the one nearest and dearest to his heart. And that's his children. So as such, he's going to have a lot of cleanup work to do. And Kim Kardashian is tired of being a part of the cleanup crew, as she has said, and she shared this over the years. And now you can really get an insight of such, even though I'm going to say this and I'm going to stick to this to the end, because as I've always said, if something is not right and you want to leave an individual as it relates to a marriage, it is okay for you to leave, because no one should be held hostage in any marriage or any relationship. However, when you're leaving and when you've left, do you leave that person on a ledge and they try to push him over? No, you don't do that. But I'm going to say that based on everything that he has put forward in public, I believe we can get a glimpse of what was going on with him and Kim and why Kim would want to leave him. Now, as it relates to him and Biancacensori, they could be each other's equal. It could be that Bianca is up to all of this shenanigan. She's done with all of this shenanigan. But one thing we've learned from history is that anywhere we see a couple that is highly involved in drug use and they're so explicit, it never, never ends well. Never ends well. Never ever. So I don't know what's going to happen to Ye and Bianca. And I think that it is up to them to change their life and the direction that they want to go in and move in a more positive direction. And I think that if Ye cannot even look at change for himself, he should be fighting for change for his kids and take some more accountability and responsibility. Be more respectful to your audience and your children. That's what I believe he should be doing. what happens is in his bedroom and his preference in his bedroom once his wife is a willing participant, once she's not drugged up, forced, bullied, harassed, and intimidated to do these things, I believe it should be okay. But the thing that lingers on is the fact that in that press release, he has admitted being very mean and horrible to his wife. And being mean and horrible to his wife, where does that start? Where does that end? So there are some very much concerning things going on here with this couple. But anywho, guys, what's your take? I want to hear from you though, because things are really not right. It doesn't matter how we spin the coin at this point in time. It doesn't matter if you love or hate both of them. I believe that we all can honestly say things are not looking good. Keep your personal details such as that out of the public eye, especially when they can affect your kids and your younger fan base. He has done explicit lyrics before, but this is something on a whole nother level. But leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all you need to do on this video. Peace.